Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday. Hope you're all doing well. Let's start with some deep breaths. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 All right, I'm going to pick a song for us to sing. Let's see. Here we have Slippery Fish. Okay. Oh, my nose is itchy this morning, friends. All right. You ready? Slippery fish, swimming in the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a octopus, swimming in the water. Octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a tuna fish, swimming in the water. Tuna fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a great white shark, swimming in the water. Great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, it's been eaten by a enormous whale, swimming in the water. Enormous whale, don't, don't, burp. All right, my friend. Oh, I have such an itchy nose this morning. All right, friends, this morning we're going to read a story. And this story is called When Sophie Thinks She Can't by Molly Bang. So I think in our classroom we've read before when Sophie gets angry, really, really angry. This is another story about Sophie. When Sophie Thinks She Can't. Take a look at the cover. What do you notice? When I look, I notice Sophie's face. She looks kind of mad. Her eyebrows are like, can you guys make a face like Sophie? And look, she's kind of sitting like this. She looks like maybe she's frustrated. Let's see. When Sophie thinks she can't. Sophie loves working in the vegetable garden and exploring the woods. But today, it's pouring rain and Sophie's inside, trying to build puzzle pieces into a square. Sophie's sister walks by. She moves the pieces, and suddenly they all fit perfectly. Too bad you're not smart, says her sister. And she walks away. You see, these words are these are like Sophie's thoughts. They're kind of in different font. And here you have like exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, question mark. And here it says, I can't. I think her sister said was not very kind, huh? The next day is sunny. But not sunny for Sophie. I can't do anything, she thinks. She drags her feet all the way to school. Oh, there she is. I almost didn't even see her on that page. I thought maybe she was on that bus, but no. There she is, dragging her feet all the way to school. Oh Oh no. What's the one word on the board? Can anyone guess what that word is? It says smart. How do we become smart? Asks Mrs. Mulry. Nobody knows the answer. They all think you have to be born smart. Flex those strong muscles of yours, says Mrs. Mulry. Flex those muscles. All the children flex their muscles. Can you flex your muscles? Our muscles get stronger when we exercise, right? When we exercise our brains by thinking hard, our brains get stronger too. Now, we've been learning about rectangles and squares. She drew a rectangle. It says 4 sides, 4 right angles, opposite sides, equal length, and parallel. Parallel means that they're parallel means that they are not going to touch ever if they just keep on going. So that's what these are parallel, and these are parallel because they would never touch if the lines kept going. A square is a rectangle, but with all sides equal. Today, Mrs. Mulry says, today we'll exercise our brains with a math puzzle using squares and rectangles. But I can't do puzzles, thinks Sophie. I know I have strong muscles. I'm good at soccer and I work hard in the garden. But I can't do puzzles and I'm never smart at math. So this is her brains all jumbled up. But Mrs. Mulry is talking. You're going to build a bigger rectangle out of 12 small squares. How many different rectangles can you make? Use the tools at your table or come up with another way. So she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rectangles. I can't do it, says Sophie. Make your brain stronger, whispers Paula. Just try. Paula gathers up a pile of square tiles. Think hard, Sophie, whispers Andrew. He takes a sheet of graph paper. Sophie sits and stares. And stares. Maybe she can draw them. Oh, Sophie does draw squares. But her squares are all different sizes. Paula has too many tiles. Andrew's graph paper has too many little squares. This problem is too hard. See, all of her friends are getting frustrated. Mrs. Mulry is smiling. She speaks to the class. I see you mathematicians are struggling. Now's the time to use the most important word. That word is yet. You haven't figured it out yet. Keep working. Keep trying, and you will. Paula, Andrew, and Sophie work hard. Paula takes only 12 tiles and builds them into a rectangle. Andrew marks a red X into each square as he counts them. Sophie thinks of her garden. Her garden is a rectangle, and the vegetables are in straight lines. Sophie draws a line with 12 different vegetables on it. She draws squares around the 12 vegetables. So each of the friends is using a different strategy to figure out the problem. Paula, Andrew, and Sophie count their different rectangles. 4 different kinds. But Sophie is worried. Mine's not a rectangle, she groans. It's too long. It is a rectangle, says Paula. It's just a very long one. We did it. Meanwhile, Mrs. Mulry looks at the rectangles the other students have made. all different kinds of rectangles. 6 rectangles. You all did it, she says. And now there's another word on the board. It says smarter. You've worked hard and gotten stuck. You've used the most important word, yet. You've tried and tried again, helped each other, and solved it. Those brains of yours have certainly gotten stronger. Sophie feels the sun on her face. I solved the puzzle. She laughs. And it was a math puzzle. I did it, and I can do it again. I'm getting smarter. When Sophie gets home, her dad has a puzzle too. I can't figure out how to fix this cabinet door, he says. Dad, says Sophie, you have to use the most important word. You can't figure it out yet. Can I help? And you know what? They do fix it together. Do you guys hear that? Oh my goodness. All right. So that's the end of our story. I love you. I miss you. I'll see you next time.